Schools, Jeff Beal. Hey, Jeff.
Hey, how are we doing today?
I'm good.
Great.
How about you?
It's a great day to be a Viking, So it's been a lot of fun this year so far. So, think about all the things we've done, and we're into October already. We blink and we're 7-8 weeks into the school year. Yeah, it's going really well.
Yeah, JTV this week. We've been at Jackson Viking soccer. We've been at the girls swimming last night. Check out all the Jackson Viking sports online at jtv.tv, and you can subscribe to get just Viking information every week. So visit our website and be a Viking subscriber and get everything from JPS and the Vikings delivered to your inbox every week. Well, the teachers and parents they're colluding this week.
Well, last week it was, it's that time of year. So parent-teacher conferences. I want to thank the parents who came out. I want to thank the teachers who put in their time and their effort. I hope that if you didn't make that connection, it's really paramount to the success of your child to participate in conferences, to come in and hear about what's going on, to be involved in your child's learning, to know what's happening in the classroom, and understand a little bit about what kind of assignments or how their kids are interacting with their learning. How do they reach out to the teachers if they've got questions, or how do we go to that after-school tutoring if we're struggling in a class? Because all of those things are available, and so we really work very hard to make certain that we're touching all of our parents, and we're chasing down the ones today that we didn't get a chance to touch. So
nice.
Yeah.
So you've got parents really involved at each of the school buildings. Let's talk about Parkside, because you've got something coming up next week.
Yep. So Parkside does this multiple times a year. It's a parent engagement series. This is series number 1. There are crafts that they do. Parents come in. You will see hundreds of parents in Parkside interacting with their kids. Their kids are interacting with them. Again, it's beyond that parent-teacher conference. It's really, how do we open those doors? How do we break down those barriers so that parents feel very comfortable building that relationship with our staff, and our staff starts to build that relationship with the families at home, because we recognize, we have the kids for just a few hours a day, but when we tap into that parent resource at home, parents don't always know how to help their kid with the math or with the English or with the science or whatever it happens to be, and they may not know how to help them with that computer project, and so we can build that relationship so that communication bridge exists. And this the parent involvement is such a huge opportunity for folks, and Krista Jarvie and her team out at Parkside they blow me away too. So they are fabulous at that.
So when your kids had issues with their homework, did they come to you or to Mrs. Beal?
So that's a great question. And so if they came to me, we were calling the teacher. and the truth is I really encourage our kids. It's like one of those lessons we learn in the early college setting is, if you're taking an early college class, one of the pieces we want to teach you about is, how do you, as a student, advocate for yourself? How do you reach out to that college professor? Have you asked your teacher? What email have you sent your teacher if you don't know how to do this? You're missing the assignment. Who have you reached out to in class to get a copy of that or to find that assignment? And now, because so much is online, it's hard to say I lost my homework. Yeah. It's there, but if you're struggling to download it or struggling with tech, we have a lot of that we're able to help people through. And so in my house, at my kitchen table, because there were tears and long nights at our kitchen table too from time to time, the reality is that sometimes we struggle through and muddle through with it, but really a big chunk of what I encourage my kids to do is to be self-advocates, to empower them. How do you talk to your teacher? Have you written that email? And those types of things, so that they're ready for that next step. They're ready when it comes time for college, and it is that kind of time of year. It's that month right now, October, right?
Yeah, that's right. Kids are filling out their applications as we speak.
It is. College, October is well, there you go. College and Career Access Center is really highlighting it. But lots of Michigan colleges are free to apply in the month of October. So I'm hoping you're getting your college applications sent off. It is that time. If you have need assistance, I know that the College and Career Access Center will be ready to help you out with that. There's, obviously, some resources on their page. You can certainly get there through our portal. They've got a virtual page up and running, so you can do some virtual meetings if you can't get into their shop out at the Jackson Crossing. So it's a lot going on, and I'm hoping, again, we see a big ramp up of those as kids prepare for what's next in life.
And tonight, you can take advantage of the virtual workshop from 6 till 7. And all you have to do is visit the College and Career Access Center website for the link, or there's one right here at bit.ly/CCAC events.
You know what's funny is I saw that up on the screen. It said Wednesday, October 16th, and I have lost track at how fast. I said it, when we started this thing, like, I don't even know how we made it to the middle of October. Like, seriously, I turned around and here we are in the middle of October. You get out and you visit the buildings, and you start jumping into the school improvement process, or you start jumping into, teacher evaluations or hiring, for various positions, and the whole year just flies by. And amazing that we're right around the corner from, Halloween, from Thanksgiving, and some of that stuff coming. It's, you're exactly right. It's just
I feel
moving.
the same way. It's amazing how fast October is flying by. And one of the things we know, a mark in our calendar for JTV is JAXPO.
Yeah.
Because the very first program on JTV 24 years ago was the Jackson Show at JAXPO. So that was our first ever programming.
Well,
and here we are. It's tomorrow.
And that's tomorrow, right? So out at the American One facility out here at the fairgrounds, we are there. We have a couple of booths there from 1 to 5. You want to know about something that's going on in Jackson Public Schools? You want to know about our programming? Come and visit with us. South Central Michigan Virtual will be out there. We have a little bit more than 400 students right now participating in online classes through South Central Michigan Virtual, and it's not just, hey, here's a computer, go do your thing. All of the teachers that we use are certified Jackson Public Schools teachers. They're probably teaching our brick and mortar kids right now, and we'll hop online and help them out.
It's the same people?
It's the same people. And then, we've got kids who from South Central Michigan Virtual, you're thinking online learning, what do they do? You want to go to the Career Center? We have kids that come in, grab a bus, go out to the Career Center, do the Career Center, and then go back and finish their online coursework that way. We've got kids doing the early college program, exact same scenario. You jump into your early college, you go out to Jackson College, you take your classes, your courses, and then at the same time you're online for some of your core credits or some of those pieces you need to graduate. And every year, I think South Central Michigan Virtual adds to our graduation totals. I think there are 50, 60, 70 kids that end up walking across the stage, and that program just continues to be a resource, not just for Jackson Public Schools here in our district, but really for people around our county. We have a lot of out-county students who come and participate because it's not a cyber school. It's not a school that exists off on the web someplace. It's truly a blend of, if you need additional help, if you need that reading group, you can show up. We do kindergarten on up. You can show up and work with our elementary teachers, and they'll do that reading group with you. You can show up and get the help from Maureen Heslaw, who's, everybody knows is just absolutely fabulous, and things like that. So if you need the math, if you need the English, we've got certified teachers there. If you need the counseling, we've got all those counseling supports that a brick and mortar building has. We've got those at that virtual school, and it's really blended learning. It's not a cyber place. And if you're looking for how can I, that if that's your model, if that's what you're into, and there's a lot, again, over 400 students right now in South Central Michigan Virtual. If that's your model, if that's what you're into, we can help tailor a program to fit for you. You want those job skill training? Again, we've got that. You want the college classes? We've got that. And if this fits your schedule and your way of learning, that non-traditional approach, it's just another avenue that Jackson Public Schools has to offer that really sets us apart from the competition. And
Yeah, Fred Parker came in with your new principal, principal
Yeah.
a couple weeks ago. All right, let's talk about sports. The soccer Vikings are having a great season.
yeah,
I saw them play, and they're the real deal.
what did I say? 15-2-1, maybe, is that right? I think I heard. I don't want to get that wrong. I think they won 15 and they had a tie and 2 losses. And of course they just lost on Monday to Western, and hats off to them again. Any given night, I think these kids are as good as they could be. They're the SEC white champions, so they won the league. For us, but obviously in regional play, when you get out there, the competition's steep. And but any given night, these are fantastic athletes. They just show up every day and do everything we could possibly ask of a Viking when they show up on the pitch. So
Yeah, it's fun to watch because to me they've made it a very European sport because it's comprised of a lot of international students at J High.
well, we're not, we're one of the most diverse school in the county, and you're exactly right. There's a place for everybody to fit in, and so yeah, you go to the games, it's a festive atmosphere. It's a good time, and so I couldn't be happier. I think our girls swim team, you said you had an opportunity to poke your head out there. They've had a great season. I following along, I see a lot of personal bests, a lot of things along those lines. That's what you want to see right now at this point in the year, right? Is that growth? So.
Absolutely. All right, you're also well known for your various German programming, and you've got the German back-to-back program is looking for future European travelers.
Yep. If you have a student in Jackson Public Schools, we do a trip to Germany every other year, and so that's coming up. They're hoping to travel in June of 25. So they're putting together their registration packets right now. So if you have questions, definitely reach out, and we will get you connected with the right person. And you don't necessarily, I'm going to say this, you don't necessarily have to be in the German class. We love it if you are, and there's opportunities to be able to participate. And so,
what was your language in high school?
French. I took French in high school.
Mine too.
And I participated in back-to-back way back in the day, a long time ago. So.
Bruce Tarr was here a few weeks ago, which was really cool to have the head guy of
CEO of Tahoe. Yeah, no kidding.
Yeah, and I think this week is National School Lunch Week.
It is. Everybody, we've talked about Tahoe quite a bit, but I want to make sure you realize again what they do for our kids. It is National School Lunch Week, and this month, I think there's a pirate-themed luncheon around the district, so every building's got something like that. But you're right, when the CEO shows up and he cooks for you, I don't know. There you go. They did this paella bowl that is a rice-based bowl, and you can see what they brought. They bring the food here, and Tahoe provides all of this. This is shrimp and mussels, and there's a coleslaw, kind of a salad that's fresh inside here, and they hand make all this stuff, and the kids just eat this up. Kids go, "Can I have shrimp?" And you just keep piling it on. "Can I have mussels? I just really want mussels." Absolutely, pile them on, and they go out of their way to really make food something special in Jackson Public Schools. Find me another cafeteria that does what Tahoe does for Jackson Public Schools for our students. These kids, when I was in school, it was the rectangle pizza with the little grease on top, and you mopped it up with the napkin kind of thing, or the French fries with the more salt than French fries. It's not that way now. I mean, these kids are served fabulous dishes, and they really get a taste of culture, not just something they might pick up, in fast food, or they might slap together a PBJ conversation. They get, a really lovely experience in it. Jackson High, you know, they're making salads a la carte, they're making subs, they're making, I mean, these are things that really go a long way
Yeah,
for our kids.
it really is cool, and kids are pretty lucky. All right, we mentioned swimming, soccer. We've got more fall sports. We've got football. Well, there's a few more games. I think there's still a chance. Jackson.
We're gonna be taking a road trip this week. Marine City, if you don't know where that's at, over in the Thumb area. It's a little bit farther than we were normally used to driving, and some of that is just due to scheduling, as you had that open week. And but yeah, that'll be a good game for us. Volleyball is certainly up and running. You know, so soccer, unfortunately, we're going to watch Harper Creek and Western battle it out. So you know,
yeah, that'll be it's tough to predict that one.
Yeah.
And then Coach Anthony Parker, one of I think all the Jackson County high school football coaches are in the running for best Jackson Magazine football coach. So vote for your favorite.
There you go. There you go.
Thanks, Jeff.
Thank you very much for having me.
JPS Superintendent Jeff Beal.